Hi guys, I'm here with my buddy George. George, y'all did good today at the concert.
Thank you.
So, first question, how long have you been singing gospel music?
Around about 18 to 19 years now.
Wow, long time.
Yeah.
What was the first group you sang with?
I sang with a little group out of Mount Solon called the Sunset Mountain Boys.
And how long were you with them before coming here?
5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
How did these yes, it was Charlie who found a hold of you, wasn't it?
There was people that had come to hear me sing with the Sunset Mountain Boys that also went to see the Crestmen. And when Tim quit for the Crestmen, the bass singer, then their last name was Early's. They went to Charlie and said, "Hey, I know a guy that will fit right in, sing bass, blah blah," and that's how I got the job. So that's how it kind of happened.
I've had this next one is one that I had somebody ask me to ask you. What is your lowest note that you hit on stage?
I couldn't tell you. I do everything that I do by ear. I don't read music. I can't tell you what the note is. I just do it. Everything's by ear, so I couldn't tell you.
And then y'all did some new stuff today. One of them was a more Christmassy thing, but I liked it.
Yes, it's. I think it's called "Hey Baby," and I think that kind of just fits. It's still about our Lord and Savior, so it doesn't matter. I think it fits throughout the year. So we're gonna try and see how it goes.
Do you have a favorite song that y'all sing on stage?
I think it would have to be "Thanks to Calvary," just because that song meant so much to my mom and dad. That was their favorite song, and
Bill Gaither wrote that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wrote it for George Young.
Yep, and that's exactly where I heard it from. Was the first time was the cathedrals, but my mom and dad followed us around and just loved the gospel music, and that was her favorite song. So, yep.
The cathedrals, they were a good quartet.
Oh, absolutely. They were one of the best. There's no question about that.
I saw a video one time of the cathedrals where George Young, he said, "I didn't think it was possible for a bass singer to have a tenor singer son-in-law."
Yeah, he does that. He does have that. But George Jones was very talented. Well, their whole group was. Yeah. It was.
And Ernie, he's got his own group of guys now.
That's right. Signature Sound. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Any plans for a new project anytime soon?
We are working on. We've got about 4 or 5 songs. We've got them down to where they're pretty good, and you heard most of them today. Still needs tweaking, that kind of thing. But somewhere along the line, I've got to break them out and try them on people and see how they like it. And, and if they don't throw nothing at me, I guess it's okay,
And sometimes the guys, they'll let you loose a little bit and let you do what you do.
Yeah, sometimes. But you know what? It's kind of the thing about that is that I really like 4-part harmony. I guess there's not a bass singer in the world that doesn't say they like to show off and hit the low notes, whatever. But and I enjoy doing that, but I really like good, tight 4-part harmony. I think that's some of the prettiest stuff in the world.
Me and Jim earlier, we were talking about Daly and Vincent. I said, I want to see Aaron McCoo in person, and he looked at me and said, George is just as good as Aaron McCoo.
Well, I appreciate that, but I have seen Aaron in person, and he is really good. He's tremendous low end.
They're going to be in Hampton come June sometime.
Right.
Excuse me.
I think my home church. I think at the home church. I probably get more nervous singing at my home church
than you do anywhere else.
Exactly. I guess it's just because so many people, whatever, and it's just. I guess it's kind of where I still like doing that. And I used to, my mom and dad, my family was there, and everybody I knew. So that's just a good place to sing.
And you guys have a website they can go to and check out all kind of information?
They sure can. They can go to thecrestmen.com, and you can find anything you want to know about us. You can get to the schedule, come out and see us, and we're around singing, so just come out and see us, and love to have you.
And June the 6th is the Praise in the Park.
Yes.
What time is that?
I think it starts at 7, and we sing at 8 then to 9. I think is how that works, and Faithful Praise is on before us, and then we come on second. That's a good time. That's faithful. The Praise in the Park is. I think that's just a good thing that I hope continues for quite a long time.
Yeah, I like going to that.
Yep, I do too.
So, I'm glad they started doing that.
It's been going on for a long time now.
How long has that been going on?
I couldn't tell you. I know we've probably been doing it, not every year, but I know probably at least 10 years.
And when you first joined the Crestmen, Charlie was still singing. Yes. So who was that lineup when you first started?
It was Ricky Hall, Kevin Rex Road, Charlie Probst, and me. That was what the first lineup was.
And there's another guy who I interviewed, a guy from their group, Promise and Quartet, by the name of Gene Hammond. He's their lead singer.
Yep.
And he sang with them at one point in time, didn't
he? He did. He sang with them for, I don't know, quite a few years before he went out on his own and started Promised Land.
And Gene, he's had quite a few good bass singers too.
Oh, yeah, he has. He kind of seems to go through them, I think. I don't know what Gene's doing, but anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Love Gene to death. He's a good friend. We just talked yesterday, so he's a good friend.
Gene doing all right?
Oh, yeah, he's doing good.
Let's see, y'all have anything else scheduled before June the 6th, or is that y'all's next thing?
I think that was our next thing. We had one cancel out. I don't know why. It was some kind of conflict or whatever was canceled, but I think that is the next one. And then
sometimes cancellations happen in this business.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of a given. It's just and you don't even know why. I mean, you can't just go, oh, how come we're not? You just go with the punches, kind of thing.
And you guys go up to Pennsylvania quite a lot.
Yeah, we do. We've done really well in Pennsylvania, and we could do the outside thing at the park up there, and that's a good thing.
Promised Land does that too, don't they?
They have. They haven't been doing it for a while now, I think, but can't explain it. Don't know, but we've been going back for, I think it's our third or fourth year in a row now.
That's like the Down East boys. They spend a lot of time down in Florida.
Right. I like to do that in the wintertime, spend my time in Florida.
Yeah. We couldn't get that lucky, George.
Well, that's true. Very true. Yeah.
Not even if we were playing the lottery, you couldn't get that lucky.
I got to stay home and work. I mean, so. Yep.
Yeah. And just not too long ago, you had to have some repairs done to this bus here that we're on.
Oh, absolutely. That's we had the transmission oil cooler go out, and I waited on the part for 4 months, I think it was. So overall, it took 5 or 6 months. By the time it broke down, got the part on, it was a long time.
Because I know there were times where I'd call you and I'd say, "What are you up to?" You'd say, "I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the bus this time."
Yeah, when you have a bus, you always have it's something that you need to do all the time, and the maintenance and the upkeep, and they're expensive, but they're very nice to have and travel in.
And the fuel prices today of a bus this size, fuel is not your friend, is it?
No. I have to go get fuel after I leave from you. I've got to go get fuel, so yes, I'll be excited. Yep.
So fuel is expensive, especially for diesel vehicles like this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's got a 200-gallon tank, so it takes a good bit.
I'm sure
it does. Yep.
So, what is your favorite song that you've done over the years with the Crestmen?
Probably Somebody Sing. I enjoy that song. We still do that song every once in a while.
Yeah.
But that was one of my favorite songs. And trying to think.
I like hearing y'all do John Saul.
John Saul, that's another good one.
That's one that it features you and Rex Road.
Yes, yep. And that came from the Florida Boys, the first people I ever heard sing that song. So.
And fun fact, there's 2 Kevins in this group, so George calls one of them Earl.
Yeah, I have to, because that kind of...
Because otherwise they go...
Yeah.
Just like a deer in headlights, right?
That's right. That's exactly right.
And then Living in Canaan now, y'all do that one sometimes too.
We do sometimes. We kind of pulled that one back out of the archives and started doing it a little bit.
The Perrys, they've been doing that one forever.
Well, you know what? To be honest, you sing to a lot of older people, and they like most of the older songs. And you do have to learn new stuff and change everything around, whatever. But for the most part, people still like them old songs. That's the deal.
There's a lot of people who, like you were just saying, like prefer the older stuff compared to the new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because that's what they grew up with, or maybe it's because they know the words and can sing along to it. Because I think sometimes when you're singing and you can look out there and everybody's moving their mouth and singing along to it, and all, that's when I think people really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs y'all were doing, I was singing with. Of course, then again, I was raised on this kind of music.
Well, yeah, but you've been around us quite a few times too, so you know it. Yeah, exactly.
And one that they started doing not too long ago, or I guess maybe it was about after Earl came to the group, was "Daddy Sing Bass," which is a Statler Brothers song.
That's been a great song for us. Everybody seems to like it. That's another one that everybody knows.
That and "When I Wake Up to Sleep No More."
Oh yeah.
And when you're introducing, I like to go. Just about every quartet's done this thing.
Absolutely, I think so. I think everybody has.
The only one I don't think has done it is "Promising."
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I might have to try to talk.
You'll have to ask Gene about. Yeah, ask Gene about that. Yeah, exactly. You know what? It's getting hot on here without the generator running.
Just a little.
Yeah. Starting to sweat.
And these tinted windows don't help nothing at all, do they?
Yeah. Well, this is like a tin can when it's not. Yeah.
When you don't have the AC running.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Let's see. How long ago was it when I was on here when y'all did that thing up in Stanley? Because you came and picked me up, and then we got on the bus and went up to Stanley.
That's been about 3 or 4 years ago now.
Because I was gonna say, I know it was sometime before COVID hit.
Oh yeah.
That was about what, 17, 18?
I'd say that could have been 19.
19.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was trying to stay awake. I ended up sitting right there,
falling asleep,
and I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and Jim, he looked at me and he said, "If I'd known you was gonna go to sleep, I'd have let you use my bunk."
Right. Sure enough.
I slept pretty much the whole entire trip.
You did pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you was a lot of fun to talk to, yeah.
And there's a curtain divider right here, and George said, "I thought you was trying to inhale my curtain."
Mm-hmm. It was moving a lot when you was snoring, but that's okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and head out here because I do.
You do have to go to work. Absolutely.
George, it was good talking to you.
Good talking to you, buddy.